Ba-da-ba-dum-bum. Ba-da-ba-dum-bum. Hello. Ba-dum-ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. Ba-dum-bum. Ba-ba-dum-bum. Ba-ba-dum. Okay. Ant. All right. There we go. We should be all good. I figured we would start with the creator pre-show. Just because I think it's cool to be able to... Okay, it's kind of loud, so I turned it down a little bit. Hopefully that doesn't affect your guys' volume for it. Okay, it appears that it did. Pretty greatly. Okay, there we go. Hold up, let's turn this up a little bit. There we go. I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't know most, like, Mumbo's intro is like a very Mumbo intro, and I'm very happy that he was here. I'm sorry I wasn't able to get that on the stream. I didn't realize that the community pre-show wasn't involved in the actual, like, it wasn't considered as part of the actual Minecon live event, so sorry for missing Mumbo's intro. Oh geez. Oh, the sunlight. This is an interesting pre-show. We gotta go deeper. Yeah, she said the achievement. Oh, nice. I'm not sure what this minigame actually is. It's like this is the first time she's seeing an Amethyst Geode. Oh, so like every there it is. Cool. Oh, he's a husk. Husker, actually, that's not a bad mob to transform into. That's pretty close to the player, other than health, I think. Just simply because they don't burn up in the sun. And they're, you know, humanoid shapes, so assuming since they're still allowed to use their tools and stuff, despite being something different, it doesn't change the perspective or anything. Oh, she's a turtle. A little turtle? That's a big turtle. She's wide, but very short. This is an interesting pre-show. So from what Mumbo was saying... Oh, wait, she became a silverfish? But yeah, from what Mumbo said, it sounds like the creator pre-show is just like a bunch of mini videos that a bunch of creators put together. Oh, he's a stray. I guess strays... No, strays still burn up in the sun, so that'd just be about the equivalent of anything else. Mind I'm... No, she became the worst mob. So wait, the Wandering Trader is canonical. Wait, is that two? Yeah, it's just normal 2 blocks. I was gonna say, he's the Vex. Hopefully we can get ourselves an equivalent. Oh, she's gonna dig and I'll immediately get flooded. Yeah, I was gonna say, that's what happens when you dig straight. I mean, I guess that's the whole point of this challenge, is to dig straight down. It's a Ranbu cat. Wide, indeed. Hey, Billy, how are you? I can understand nothing of what you're saying. Oh, I guess there is subtitles. What am I talking about? Indeed, wide. There were a couple wides there. Nothing. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up with this. Hold on. All YouTubers will continue to build all YouTubers, and in the end, we'll compare each YouTuber's original idea with the final result all messed up. Oh, so it's like telephone. Two boxes. It's like telephone, but with building. More or less, you like the end result of your construction. Okay. I was gonna say, a lot of what he's saying sounds French. I didn't catch what he actually is. Oh, wait, I think he said tres, dos, un. Wait, why does that sound? Is it Portuguese? It might be Portuguese, actually, because it sounds close to French in some parts and close to Spanish in others. So I'm guessing it's going to be Portuguese, because I think he also mentioned at the beginning, I may have heard this wrong or whatever, but I'm pretty sure he said he's Brazilian. Spock. Live long and prosper. What am I looking at? Tres, dos, un. Oh, so each of them starts with an idea in their head as to what they want to build, but they don't. It almost looks like he's trying to make a Goomba. Yeah, I'm fairly certain that he's speaking Brazilian. This is actually kind of a fun idea for a challenge. See, at least that's it's a Santa skeleton. So all you got to do now is add a bag. Yep, he's adding he's adding the beard. Why is the beard brown though? Santa's supposed to have a white beard. I guess considering he's a skeleton, that would be pretty much the same. So maybe a slightly gray beard? I don't know. Hey, Billy, if you are still watching by any chance, could you tell me if the desktop audio needs to be turned up or down? Like, can you hear... Are the audio levels pretty good on your end? Ooh, I should probably... Hold on. I should probably add a watermark to this. How do I do that? See if I can make stream... No. I add it in OBS. Add image. Okay, browse. See if I can, let's see. I'm gonna add a watermark just for fun, because I made a PNG last night for today's thumbnail. Where be it? No, wait, no, it's in oh yeah, now they're gonna take a look and see. Okay, there we go. There we go. How does that look? Actually, hold on. I want to drag it a little bit off screen so the legs being cut off isn't so... Yeah, it's fine the way it is. Okay, so I was gonna say, for the most part, a couple of them are pretty close. Yeah, the cookie ended up being a cookie. The isolager ended up being a... Hey, Mumbo! So Mumbo appears to be our MC. That's awesome. Yes, he's using the Portals mod. Oh man, I love this portal. Oh yeah, this was one of his videos when he made the TARDIS. It is crazy to think that Minecraft's been out for 10 years. I feel old. Even though I wasn't playing it when it first came out, I remember when it was, because I remember when Captain Sparkle's Creeper Aw Man song Revenge first came out, because a whole bunch of my friends were listening to that all the time. Hello, Wither? It sounds like she's also Brazilian, or at least speaking Portuguese. Because it sounds like Spanish sometimes, French and others. You can only hear me? Okay, hold up. I'll turn up the audio for the desktop audio for you guys. Is that better? That is, I hope the desktop audio is coming through. Because I turned on window capture, and like the desktop audio, like, you can't hear, you still can't hear it? Hold on. Let's add audio. Audio input? No, audio output. Is that what I want?
Dormir no Nether? Nem se fala nisso. E olha, eu tenho uma dúvida, na verdade.
Speakers.
O Villager pode dormir no Nether.
Let's see if this
e
works.
eu não posso dormir no Nether. E até mesmo, obviamente,
Does that work?
quebraram a Bedrock. Eu ainda não aprendi. Eu tô tentando entender isso algum
Yay! So I just had to add that.
Essas coisas, né? Alguém conhece esse cara de tempo aí pra ele me ensinar?
Cool. So I don't need this. I'll get rid of the desktop audio thing. Now we have the audio output capture. Nice. Let me know if it's too loud or too soft, just as it goes on. But yeah, this is very clearly Portuguese. At least from what I can tell. I don't know, I can't speak Portuguese. Minecraft is an amazing game. I don't know a single person in the world that can has ever objectively said that Minecraft is a bad game.
Realmente você vê toda essa história do Minecraft, tudo que o Minecraft tem. E eu só quis mostrar pouco do que eu aprendi, até mesmo que eu não aprendi com ele. Porque do passado do Minecraft
It's going to be really interesting to see what they come up with for the next update.
Me dá spoiler aí.
Aha. Now we got some Japanese. Minecraft Story. Why is Japanese simultaneously the funniest sounding language and one of the coolest sounding languages? Like, you hear like a Japanese battle cry and it's like, that was awesome! It sounded so kick butt! And then you hear them just say, like, okay, the funniest thing is when someone who's Japanese says a random English phrase in the middle of everything else. It's quite funny. Yes. I did that not too long ago, actually, considering how new I am to the game. What's this the Minecraft Live for? Basically, Blondie, this is like every year they have Minecraft Live where they announce the next update. So like Caves and Cliffs Part 2, which is 1.18, will be coming out this holiday season, probably mid-December, I would assume. And that's when we're gonna get the new world height, the new cave biomes and everything, and presumably the Deep Dock and the Warden, even though we haven't seen anything about that since Minecraft Live last year. But also during the event, they hold a mob vote on Twitter so that the community can vote on a mob to be added to the game. This year, it's the Glare, the Allay, and the Copper Golem. So the glare basically is this mossy looking airborne mob. And like all of them this year, and I'm glad they did this, they've gone to the trouble of making sure that all the mobs are of the same variety. Like in past years, they've had like 2 passive mobs and a hostile mob, or a passive, a neutral, and a hostile, and that's not fair due to different people wanting different things out of mobs in general. But this year they have 3 passive mobs that appear to be, each one is like a pet of some kind. The glare is like this little mossy fellow that, it's really funny. He hates the dark, but he will actively seek out darkness so that he can throw a fit. It's basically like a Bedrock F3 screen, where it'll tell you where the light level is 0, because in 1.18 and onward, mob spawning will be relegated to light level 0, except obviously when you're around spawners or whatever. But okay, this is one of the weirdest visuals I've ever seen in my life. Not even gonna question it. Anyway, the glare, yeah, basically that's all he does. He just looks for dark places and throws a fit. So basically you know where to light up your builds to keep mobs from spawning, which in theory could be useful, especially for Bedrock players. Java players, I don't know if they're gonna get much use out of it, simply because the F3 screen exists, and it's not super hard to tell where light level 0 is. Like in past, when mob spawning in light level 7 was the case, it was a bit harder to tell exactly where that midpoint is between light level 15 and light level 0. But now with the light level being pushed to 0, it's a lot easier to tell just by looking. But for Bedrock players, I can understand how it would be useful. The third one to be revealed, the Copper Golem, is basically a buildable mob, as you'd expect from a golem, that has a lightning rod on its head, and it has a very short stature, and it runs around and randomly pushes copper buttons, which would also be added to the game. And I would assume, due to copper buttons being added, the copper would be, like most copper things, it would oxidize over time. Which would be cool, but whatever the case may be, the Copper Golem, it basically just runs around randomly pushing copper buttons. So if you want like a randomizing redstone, that'd be pretty cool, I guess. And then also over time, unless you wax it, the Copper Golem will oxidize and eventually freeze up and stop moving. Like when it gets fully oxidized, it will just basically become a statue, which would be cool if we can like mine the statue then, like as kind of like an armor stand, and move it around for decoration. In that regard, I guess it could be cool for decoration, but in overall thing, like in all consideration, my favorite mob, I would agree, Billy, is the second one they revealed, the Allay, which is like a friendly Vex in its design. It likes note blocks and will dance around them, but its main purpose, if you give it an item, an entity, it will actively search the area around you for more of that item. Which, on the surface, okay, you might have a bunch of different questions. Is it like, if you hand it a diamond, it'll find diamond ore for you? No, it doesn't do that. It's, if there are diamonds on the ground, it would go and pick those up for you. And it's been confirmed that they might be able to hold up to 2 slots. However, they will be able to stack non-stackable items, from what we understand. But it will take those items and either return them to you, or it will take them to a nearby note block that it's linked to and drop them. So technically, the Allay could be used for a lot of different things, but the most notable, at least in my case, would be like inventory overflow during mining sessions. Like you give it a stone block or a cobblestone block, and then when you're going on long mining sessions, you give it a cobblestone block, and it'll just pick up all the extra ones and deposit it in a nearby note block. Which, I don't know, it just overall the Allay seems to have a lot more utility to it. But yeah, whatever your vote is. I will not hold it against you, but the voting is on Twitter, and I do not have a Twitter, but if you do, feel free to vote.
My name is Scott, or Major, or dang, that's a long name. A branding nightmare.
Major, I remember him.
I'm a creator who's been making Minecraft content for over 8 years now.
If I remember correctly, Major is it does sound super useful. I agree. There are a lot of questions we don't know specifics about. The glare seems the most straightforward. All right, take care, Blondie. The glare does seem the most straightforward, and I can understand why a lot of Bedrock players might like it. And I understand that Bedrock actually, there's more Bedrock players than Java players, which is really weird to me. But whatever the case may be, I can understand why Bedrock players would like that. Yes, that's what I thought. Major is indeed involved with MCC. That's what I was thinking. Hey, H-Bomb!
Oh my god! I'm so excited!
This is when the anxiety rises for everybody.
15 seconds. This is where we get in there.
Oh, this is... Is this his team?
Let's get it!
Well, who is that? They look familiar.
The Decision Dome!
MCC is always fun to watch. I don't think I've ever been able to catch a whole MCC, though, just due to work and stuff.
Oh, Ryan's up here. I killed Ryan.
Goddamn. Give me a bow and arrow.
I got Johnny.
Okay, we're kind of armored up now.
Oh yeah, so this was his team.
Let's go.
This is Major's team during the last MCC. Killed Techno? Killed Techno, Puffy, and Tommy. Oh wait, this must have been a while ago then, because Techno stopped playing a couple MCCs ago.
Done.
I got it. I got it.
There.
But yeah, MCC is always fun to watch.
Yeah.
Pardon me while I sip on my Watermelon Warlord Rain.
Oh, you guys are doing really good.
Oh, this is a jumpy.
Did I just hear Techno for a second there? Or just somebody else with a low voice?
We're vibing.
Hey, Rumbu and Wilbur!
With some pals.
Hey, and Vicstar.
Midlet. There we go. You got this. Green.
Actually, that sounds more like hArt than...
3P.
Right. I'm ready.
Was that hArt? Or was I hearing somebody else?
Got Aaron?
Got hit off.
There's hArt, Fundy, Full Symmetry. I'm recognizing a lot of these creators. Whether they be from just knowing MCC very little, or just Dream SMP, Origin SMP, Hermitcraft. Yeah, Hermitcraft and Dream SMP are the only SMPs I really follow. But I do enjoy what content I've seen of Hypixel stuff and MCC specifically. Oh!
Scott, I died. Oh no.
Oh yeah, Scott. Scott is Major. That's right. Oh!
Let's go. No.
People knock me off, you stupid stins! Sorry.
What was that phrase there, H-Bomb? Stupid stins? I have no idea. Minecraft on Xbox Game Pass and Bedrock is available for every big console and mobile, so it makes sense that Java's... Yeah, it makes sense that Bedrock's played more than Java. I understand that. Not everybody has a computer that can run Minecraft, and a lot of people have... It always surprises me how many people have consoles more than like play. I'm not like a PC elitist who's like PC's the only way to go, and if you play on console you're a Neanderthal. For Pete's sakes, I record off the Switch, which is arguably of the last generation of consoles the weakest contender in terms of power. And indeed, I noticed a big uptick in visual quality between recording from my Switch and recording from my PC. Like, it allowed me to record higher quality stuff. Then again, when I was recording on the Switch, like, the past few series before, I guess the more recent episodes of Mario 64 are the last things that I've recorded with the Elgato capture card. My Elgato capture card. Before, like when we did Cuphead and everything, was the Hauptengaug or whatever. It's this random German capture card. The Elgato has definitely been better for quality's sake.
And false.
There's Tapple and False, Solidarity,
Alright,
Arret.
3, 2, 1.
Nice.
No!
Wait, I'm pretty sure that nice was Arret.
Double arrow, easy cut. Draw up.
Shall we win the whole event?
Da-da-da-da. Oh, and Pete. Oh, Pete's the last one.
Slow down, Weston.
Yeah, Pete is like one of the best MCC players of all time.
Yes, sir.
Wilbur! H-bomb! Man, I'm recognizing so many players. This is awesome. I feel like I'm in the loop for once in my life. Wow, she did really well. That's awesome. Oh, and there's Cub, Ren Dog.
Oh, sorry, I was saying that my back hurt from carrying.
Wow, what an empty.
I wanna be an eagle, baby.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna cry. Let's go, boys. Good job.
Wow, that was awesome. GG's for that for the Aqua Axolotls. Wow, I did not pronounce that correctly at all. Aqua Axolotls.
Which is next Saturday on the 23rd of October at 8 p.m. BST. Bye.
Take care, bud. Yeah, this is very clearly Spanish. I don't know, every time someone says Minecraft while speaking another language, it's just reminding me of the Japanese one, the Minecraft. Maybe it's because I like JoJo a lot, and so I've just been hearing several random phrases shouted by a Japanese person, but it's clearly an English phrase, like when they shout out the name of their stand or whatever. BB face! Sticky fingers! Stop through! Hermit the purple! And thus and onward and stuff. Oh, jeez. There are a lot of very intense minigames happening here. Whee! Ocean Guardian. The first one to jump out of the plane. Oh, and fly through. Okay, that makes sense. I was gonna say. Whee!
Todos tendrán que escapar de este barco y tener cuidado con el agua. Uy, ya tenemos a muchos jugadores eliminados porque se están cayendo.
Did that person have a dream skin? Look at all these players. Holy cow, that's crowded. Why do those guys have steak on their heads?
A continuación, todos deberán de esquivar las poderosísimas chanclas. 200 jugadores
Oh, wait, were they...
200 jugadores construyen los ajolotes.
Wait, were those stakes or sandals? Because it looked like someone was just randomly tossing out sandals. I would assume it was just stakes. They had the right coloration and everything. Hello, zombies. Man, I have no idea what the next update's going to be. The fact that they put out a mob vote for three like pet-based mobs makes me think that it's going to be... Actually, I don't know what I think it's going to be. Part of me wants to say that it's going to be like the pet update, but that wouldn't make much sense because if they're adding more pets, like, you don't want there to be too many pets in the game.
Minecraft Live Creator Pre-Show. It is time for me
Oh,
to say
thanks,
goodbye.
Mumbo.
But coming up next is an incredible showcase of some of the amazing content that has been created in the year of 2021. I think this needs some fireworks.
Nice.
So hold on to your shorts and prepare yourselves for the 2021 year in review.
Awesome.
Squid.
glow
Glowy.
squid.
Go. Oh, and an axolotl.
Oh
I
no!
Yeah,
I thought I got
I win.
it.
哎呀，这个就是正好天王啊！没事，兄弟们，拿上我的齐天大圣金箍棒，棒它就完事了，兄弟们。才花了1分钟没到，它就已经残血了，简简单单。
Man, that king was not doing much.
What happened to the big blue house?
Bear in the big blue house.
Where's the moon?
Attack. Okay, we're doing this. We're getting a little bit closer than I wanted to. Oh man, my dragon is not doing good. It's hard to aim.
Wait, is this like... Oh my word, this is
There we
straight up
go.
like How to Train Your Dragon.
Got him.
Actually, I haven't seen much gameplay of Minecraft Dungeons. Honestly, there have been plenty of things that have been added to Dungeons that would be pretty cool features in Minecraft. That was the most cursed nose I've ever seen. Oh, because he was Gru. I get it. Why is everything so multicolored?
Oh my god, it's so cool.
Hey, IBX Toy Cat.
They've got all the sounds officially.
Why, Sonic? No, Sonic does not belong in Minecraft.
Yo, these blazes. Nope, 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 nope. Nope. Yo, no, my iron golem.
오, 자수정, 자수정.
Cool.
우와. 헐. 잠깐 소리 봐봐. 소리 들어보세요, 여러분.
소리 봐봐.
제대로 한번 해볼게요. 너무 신비하지 않아?
Why that thing?
It
What did
is
I do to
indeed
deserve
wonderful.
this? No, run away.
My friend.
Okay, and die. Come on, just nuke it down. It's dead. It's dead.
With the ray tracing, it helps make everything look way brighter. It just makes everything pop. And technically speaking, you could
Cool.
have the ray tracing on and have another texture. So if that texture that you already have on,
Man, I'm seeing all this stuff that's like modded into the game, and I'm like, but I just like regular Minecraft. I mean, I understand they keep adding new stuff that makes it more and more like, I guess less and less like what it originally was, but most of the stuff they add doesn't feel out of place. Honestly, the Glare's design is probably the only thing I've seen like recently that I thought that doesn't look very Minecraft, honestly. Just with all the dangly bits. This is actually okay, I was dissing on the Minecraft Sonic, but that actually looks really fun. Why can't they make a 3D Sonic game like that, where it's technically 3D, but it's like it's more like a temple run perspective?
I just love the atmosphere.
Or even just something like Mario 3D World,
That has a completely different vibe.
or you know, just a 3D Sonic game that doesn't suck.
Yo, I'm a minion.
No, why would you add minions to Minecraft anyway?
Sneak around the sides.
Oh, Papu. I love the screaming goats.
뭐야? 옆으로 보는 2D 같은 게임 생각했는데 이런 식으로 된다고 진행이? 오. 아, 나 때려버리게. 오케이. 아, 360도 보는 게 이렇게 표현이 돼?
But why? Also, why are all the minions the same? That's like the thing about minions is they look similar, but like none of them look the same. Yoink. Cool.
And this is one of my favorites. This is a pool table. My design of a pool table here. We've got our little hole.
Oh, I was like, what is the item frame? If this is a pool table, what's the item frame? Then I was like, oh, that's the rack
Oh, I got him.
for setting up the balls before the actual break.
Oh my god.
Cool. Is this the start of the official showcase? Looks like it is. Cool. No chickens were harmed during the making of this production. That's great. Game footage from the show may include work in progress and early stage builds, which may change before final release. As expected, considering this is an update announcement video. Mojang! Or Mojang, as several of the European YouTubers would say. This is actually kind of cool, this visual of all the stuff spawning in. Hello, salmon. Hello, axolotl. And lily pads and chickens and the key. I've always wondered about the key guy. It's the Dungeons Illager King baby thing. I don't know Dungeons.
Hello and welcome to Minecraft Live.
Okay, that's cool.
I'm your host and chief storyteller of Mojang.
That's actually really cool.
Lydia Winters. We have
If
an
that's
exciting
indeed
show for you today.
green screen, I mean obviously it's green screen, but I mean like how much of it is green screen is what I'm wondering. Because if that's all green screen, that's pretty seamless.
Minecraft mob. Find out the next Minecraft update and much, much more. Seriously though, we have a packed show for you. The best part is that you get to hear everything directly from the cool humans making it, and they will give you the inside
As opposed to the cool guinea pigs making it.
Mojang Studios knows our best kept secrets until we tell you all of them.
I was gonna say, because yeah, they've teased that there are a bunch more things they're adding to okay, so wait, no, that's mostly a set. That's a really cool set.
The show and want to know what you think about everything we announce. Hang out with us here and also there.
But yeah, they've mentioned that they are gonna add a few more things to Caves and Cliffs Part 2 that we haven't seen yet.
You've done with Caves and Cliffs Part 1 and can't wait to see what you do with Part 2. Agnes and Henrik are here to give us a peek into the surprising development process for Caves and Cliffs Part 2. Hi Agnes, hi Henrik.
Hello.
Agnes, how are you feeling?
I'm super happy to be here. I'm excited, very excited.
Is she wearing green because she wants the glare? Please don't say it's because she wants the glare. Also, Dream, please do not choose the okay, I say please don't choose the glare. I won't be nearly as irritated with the glare this year as with
Yes, yeah, this
just
update changes basically everything.
like this year it seems like it's a lot less consequential which you choose because they're all pretty cool companion mobs, as opposed to having one hostile and two passives like last year. And both the passive mobs didn't seem to do much, other than obviously the one we got. The glow ink sacks are actually pretty cool. I will not deny that. And I guess the glow squid can give you an idea as to how deep something is if you can see them in the distance. But that's pretty much it. The Moo Bloom, I don't know what use they would have, like if they gave butter instead of milk, or like the mushroom gives you mushroom soup. I don't know what the Moo Bloom would give you, because if it give no, butter wouldn't make any sense. Ooh, if it gave you honey, that would be cool.
In the same location,
oh yeah,
what changed across
all the snapshots like changed a lot.
Some opinions on that and some feedback. And this kind of stuff takes a lot of time to do. It's
yeah, I would say like from the snapshots I've seen and messed around in, holy cow, they have really refined the terrain from what it was. Like, I remember when the first experimental snapshot came out, it was a mess of noise with biomes and stuff. But now they have all the new heights and stuff. All the terrain generation is a lot smoother, and everything's just bigger. The whole world feels insane.
It's a very big decision.
And we haven't even seen the Deep Dark yet.
But yes, when it was time to announce it,
I can't wait for the Hermits to get their hands on 1.18 and just start making massive like cave bases and mountain bases and stuff interlinking and just crazy builds. And even not just the Hermits, like just any really good builders.
Announce it, everyone was just, so caring and understanding, and it it shows we have the most beautiful community. So yeah, thank you.
Well, yeah, of course we were understanding. We understand that it would be. That's crazy. Changing the generation of the entire world is nuts.
So strong support for it.
That's awesome. And I mean, sometimes during the development process, like things change and you decide you want things to be bigger and better, which kind of moves them to a different timeline. And I know we have one of those today.
Yeah, we do. So we have been working quite a lot on like the Deep Dark, the Warden, and the Skulk Sensor, and we're so excited about this, and we know everyone is.
Oh no, they're pushing it back.
Got a bit bigger because we really want to do this right and do it with super high quality. But that's also the reason to that we moved it to the next update.
Dang yeah, but I knew it. I knew it because we weren't getting any new information. I knew they were gonna push back the Deep Dark to 1.19. I knew it. I flippin' knew it.
So we'll move the Deep Dark feature set into the next update, which will be after Caves and Cliffs Part 2, and we're gonna look at that later in the show. You're gonna get
that's the question though, is because they mentioned they were adding a whole bunch of stuff we hadn't seen yet, and I was like, okay, they have to be pushing this out, otherwise how are they gonna get this done by the holiday season?
And this was like quite a technical challenge, so we have an inside look at sort of a lot.
Is it technically gonna be Caves and Cliffs Part 3 then? because like archaeology was originally announced at the Caves and Cliffs part, like the original Caves and Cliffs Minecon last year, and that got pushed back to a later update, and now Deep Dark is as well. So I wonder if it's just going to be Caves and Cliffs Part 3.
Putting everything together in the new generation of the world. So that's the caves and the mountains and everything in between. When I started this project about a year ago, I knew almost nothing about world generation, and I learned so much. And it's really been a team effort.
Hold on, was that a?
Bedrock together.
I understand that was a Minecraft mug, but it almost looked like it was made out of Lego. If so, good on you, bud.
And together with our colleague who work on the mountains, we present to you the cliffs and the caves update.
Yeah,
one of the inspirations for the
I
caves
really just want to hop into a survival world.
The Sondons cave systems in Vietnam.
Oh, that's really cool.
Cave system in the world.
That makes sense. That does look quite a bit like the Lush Caves.
And we get to use these cave systems in my country and put it into the game. So I felt so proud whenever we think about the caves.
My job is to find what works slow in Minecraft and try to optimize it. The new update changes how the world looks.
I was gonna say that must have been, this update must have been really hard on this guy's job.
Quite a lot. The best part about my job is just finding something which can give a big benefit, and then just seeing how FPS improves or how frame time graph looks much better after the change.
And one of those changes that supposedly was going to help with that, I'm sad they reverted it. It was in Snapshot 7, I think? Experimental Snapshot 7. The Elytra changes. I wish they had gone through. That would have been so nice. For those of you who didn't know, in Experimental Snapshot 7, Elytra would not take damage while it's gliding. So it was more beneficial to just glide with it, and also rockets were nerfed, so they gave you less initial boosting power. And the idea was to slow down Elytra travel enough to where chunks weren't constantly having to be loaded and it was bogging down the game. But I mean, I don't mind going slower if my Elytra lasts that much longer. I just wish they'd kept that change in.
They're doing bug tracking. They're just everywhere giving us notes and feedback and telling us what's working. So you add that to an amazing team, and it's really incredible.
We really want actually to highlight everyone that helps us with the public bug tracker we have. So many players report bugs, and then we also have the moderators and helpers, and they help us so much.
Yeah, they need an enormous bug tracking team for this, I would imagine.
Information, and it's extraordinarily helpful.
We have a really amazing community. Now, you two have been, and actually the whole team has been just kind of sharing images and seeds as you're finding things, and you put together some really awesome worlds for us to look at.
Ooh. Oh, that's a gorgeous deep slate cave. And that's a really nice dripstone cave. The mega caves are oh, that's amazing. Like, imagine a hermit building a base in that. Oh my word, those mountain ranges. I just want to get back into a survival world again. That's an amazing Badlands. I mean, they specifically said that these are like really good seeds. But the crazy thing is, these amazing shots, there are so many seeds with bits like this. Oh yeah, that's one of the ones that almost looks chunk error-y, but it's still pretty cool. Oh. Oh, and the new, oh yeah, I forgot, they added calcite to the Stony Peaks biome. Which is helpful, because calcite's a really pretty building block. And previously it was only in amethyst geodes. Then again, when you find an amethyst geode and you decide to set up a farm in it, the easiest thing to do is remove everything except the budding amethyst blocks to allow the amethyst to grow on all sides. Okay, there's an example of the Allay being extremely useful, and someone brought it up, I think it was on Reddit, that specifically an amethyst geode farm in Allay would be super helpful, because the budding amethysts spawn at all levels in the amethyst geode. making it very annoying to keep dropping down and picking up stuff, and the Allay being able to just pick up amethyst. Like, you give it a single amethyst, and I think it, like, basically eats whatever single item you hand them.
That's amazing.
Which, I mean, small loss, long-term gain.
But then obviously we have so many players
You give
who've been
them
playing
one
for so long.
amethyst
I mean, the two of you
shard,
have
and then they
folks
go
that are
out
like
and
10 years
just
old,
start gathering all of the amethyst shards down below and depositing it at a nearby note block.
players who have existing
That could be so helpful.
It's very important for us to be respectful to players' worlds, and like Minecraft should be a game you can trust, because if you know that it works and it will work for many years, then you can spend like all this love and time on your
Yeah, that's the
Minecraft
biggest
world.
thing
So
is
in Caves and Cliffs Part 2, we
with
have actually done two
updates,
things
they have
mainly
to be
make sure that
able
they're doing
to
well, and the
carry
first thing is
over.
blending. So as you can see in the picture here, to the left we don't have blending. So then when you update your old world to the new world generation, it would just be like an ugly edge. But now, with blending, it's actually all
that is
smooth and
nice.
pretty.
That's beautiful. That makes a huge difference. And Henrik, I know.
And that is
the other
like
part, you
loaded
wanna show us
chunks,
with
like
your
the
old
edge of
world.
loaded chunks. So it's not like if you build to the edge of a chunk in one version and then update to the next one, like part of your build's gonna get cut off. Like they were saying, that's the edge of the loaded chunks.
Let's take a look. So there it is, all the old stuff we built 10 years ago. But that's what happens when you open the world in 1.18. So it basically generates new caves beneath the old areas.
See, that was really smart, is replacing old bedrock with deep slate and then using that to transition further into more deep slate and then the lower cave systems. That's a really smart way of doing it. The only question I had is like going.
It's like digging straight down. Well, not straight down actually.
Actually, no. That checks out, because that means that any loaded chunks in earlier updates, it just adds new caves underneath it. So it still allows you. So it does add to previously loaded chunks from older updates. It just adds stuff that you wouldn't have been able to affect before.
Throughout the show, we're going to have creator questions, and you two get to have the first one.
Right.
Will Java and Bedrock get part 2 at the same time?
Yes, the plan is to release this on Java and Bedrock at the same time, and
Cool,
also
cool.
to ship it with what we call seed parity. And that's what does that mean? So seed is this name
Hold
for the
on.
magic
So wait,
number that is used
how-
to determine how your whole world looks like.
How extreme, like how good is the parody at this point? Because they were getting pretty close. Waddles did a couple videos on parody, and this is parody spelled P-A-R-I-T-Y, not P-A-R-O-D-Y. So, yeah, like what he's explaining here is basically just allowing Bedrock and Java players to have almost identical seeds. Because previously, it was very hard to get identical seeds. But like in that example, look how close those are to being the same.
Exactly the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost identical.
That's
And
so
then it's a
nice.
thing in the community, you find a super
Actually,
location
that's
and you share it, look
like
at
the
this
general
one I found.
shape of the world looks identical. It's just smaller things like patches of sand or dirt or the certain placement of trees and stuff, which I guess that makes sense. But like the shape of the ground and biome placement should be the same between seeds. That like between Bedrock and Java. That's a good idea. And the fact that they've worked this hard on it is very, very good.
Details will be different. But
Seed almost parody.
Seed almost parody. That's it.
That's what we're going to call it.
So I know everyone is anxiously, including myself, waiting for this update. When do we get it?
So it's actually almost done. So we're going to release it in a month or two.
That is amazing.
So well, okay, a month or two. That I mean, that's when we're expecting it, right? Holiday season.
Caves and Cliffs Part 2 will be coming to a screen near you in 1 to 2 months. And speaking of screens, soon there will be another place to play Minecraft. On November 2nd, Minecraft comes to Xbox Game Pass for PC.
Minecraft. It's a game all about
Wait, isn't that already a thing? Oh, okay, wait. I knew you could play Bedrock on Java, but the fact that apparently Xbox Games Pass online, like on PC, did not have it yet.
And mossy cobblestone.
Sure.
A relationship that's truly rock solid. Oh dear. How about Stephen Creeper? Okay, maybe not Stephen Creeper. Not them. Not them either. Ooh, that's got to hurt. You realize this is going out live, right? If we don't find a great example of Minecraft togetherness soon... What's that, Goat? You've got the best example of togetherness yet. Okay, this better be good. Minecraft Bedrock Edition and Minecraft Java Edition. Finally, coming together for... No.
Jedrock?
Absolutely not.
Bava.
That's the ticket.
Ah.
Minecraft Bedrock Edition and Minecraft Java Edition.
Oh, so that's what they
Xbox
mean.
Game Pass for PC. We
Interesting.
debated which edition to add to the service and decided why not add both. That means Game Pass.
That's
for
an actually
PC
really
is
interesting
the only
idea.
way to get Bedrock and Java in one place. Convenient.
Cool.
Perhaps a little too convenient. In any case, starting in November, you can play the original Blockbuster, its crossplay supporting cousin, and a cartload of other games with Game Pass for PC.
Hey, Blind Forest, Will o' the Wisps.
Point, Goat. Game Pass does have PC games. And personally, I can't wait to play those PC games.
Did I
with
just hear
my
a dial-up internet connection?
Ah, the sweet smell of togetherness.
We both hate you. Ah, camaraderie. Huzzah. Hello, sir.
Of the world. I'm Vubui, and I'm back yet again.
Who the
to
yellow
help
is
guide you
Vubui?
through this year's incredibly important and potentially life-altering vote. Remember the Phantom?
Oh, it's...
For an amazing mob that will be added to.
What do you mean, remember the Phantom? More like, remember the Glow Squid when Dream decided we were going to have the least interesting one of the three? And then I guess the glowing sack did end up being quite useful, but they didn't even highlight that at the beginning. It was just like, it squid, it glow, but not really.
Decide which one gets further developed and brought into the game in a future update, and which
I know
ones
everybody
will live
loves
on
hating on
only in
Dream
our
because it was mostly because of him that the glow squid won last year.
Moving on. The actual last year's intense mob vote was none other than the glow squid.
Yep.
If you haven't run into these majestic creatures swimming around under the stars on a clear night,
Majestic
you
might
are
be pushing
really
it.
missing out. But that was last year, and this is now. So here's what you need to do.
If only I had Twitter, but not really, because Twitter's a cesspool, so I don't bother having an account.
Will include all three mobs, but one will get voted out. In the second round, there will only be the two remaining mobs, then just one winner in the end.
Oh,
As in previous
interesting.
years, the vote will happen on Twitter.
I'm going to assume that the glare will likely lose first, at least in terms of utility.
Make sure you're logged in.
The biggest question is going to be how many Bedrock players feel like they need the glare. To, like with the new light level changes for mob spawning, I can't imagine even Bedrock players who don't have an F3 screen to be wanting the glare over one of the other two. Then again, with Redstone, like Bedrock Redstone is kind of potato.
But never in heart, the one, the only, Tiny Jens.
Of course it's Tiny Jens.
Hey, Tiny Jens. So, can you help by telling aren't... Oh.
What? I can't hear you. Hold on.
Oh.
I'll come up to the surface.
Okay. We'll just wait.
I really liked how the trailers were all connected to each other. Like if you watch the Allay announcement trailer, if you watch the Allay announcement trailer with Jens, you can see where what's her face? Agnes dug the hole in the cave below for the glare in the previous trailer. Like in the glare announcement trailer, Agnes digs to the surface a little bit more to allow more light in for the glare. And Jens, like you could, in Jens's trailer for the Allay on the surface, you can see the dirt go away as Agnes digs it away. So that's cool. I like it when trailers link like that.
Okay. Bye, Tiny Jens. Jens, you're here.
Hi, Boo.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome.
Thank you.
I guess Tiny Jens sent you. while he looks for Tiny Agnes once again.
Exactly. It's a tough job.
I wonder if the Jens yelling no meme is actually going to catch on.
All about this year's mobs.
Absolutely.
Agnes? Tiny
so,
Agnes?
As already mentioned, the team came up with 3 lovely creatures that we believe that players will enjoy interacting with.
Once
And,
again, like,
they are
honestly,
the Allay,
I will not be super disappointed if any of these win.
to begin with,
I personally would be more inclined to go for the Allay than anything else. The Copper Golem I could still see being pretty useful, or at the very least cool and interesting. It provides new mechanics and stuff. But like, I would definitely get more utility out of the Allay, assuming. I guess the biggest question is, what are the spawn requirements for the Allay and the Glare? Because the Copper Golem, the biggest upside to it to me is the fact that you can build it yourself.
Thinking about ideas that in certain circumstances,
And it would be really easy to get because copper is everywhere, so it'd be really easy to build it, assuming it doesn't need some extra item. Like, I would assume it'd be like just a lightning rod and probably a carved pumpkin and a copper block or something.
Lovely creature that loves music and
who doesn't?
Nice sounds. And if you give it an item, it will start looking for similar items lying around and bring them to you.
Okay.
And if you
Okay, so it
also
brings them to
play
you.
on a note block, it will drop the items on that location instead.
That's useful.
Yes. And we
Oh,
imagine that,
so unless you place down a note block and play the note on the note block, the Allay will give it directly to you. Okay, so
I think
if you're in an amethyst geo, like an amethyst farm, you don't want to bring a note block with you because you want them to give you want the Allays to give the shards directly to you. But if you go like branch mining or something, you want to put like a note block in the middle of your building, like in the middle of your mine, and then the Allay will just, in like a hopper catching system or whatever, so that the Allay will drop it all to
deoxidize it using an axe, or it actually carries around a lightning rod on its head, so a lightning strike can also deoxidize.
Yeah, that's what we all kind of figured for the Copper Golem. But yeah, like you set up a copper system around the note block, and then the Allay just drops it there.
Specifically copper buttons.
But it randomly presses.
Yes, so that can also be used in some interesting contraptions, we believe.
That's amazing. So Copper Golem, Allay, Glare, all sound good. How do people choose? I think it's going to be quite difficult. But you've given them a lot to think about. So
yeah, so there's apparently going to be multiple rounds of voting.
Well,
like the first round will eliminate one mob, and then the second round will be between the last two. I think the Copper Golem and the Allay are shoo-ins to move on. Okay, question.
¿Cómo deciden qué mob poner a votación cada año? Segunda pregunta. ¿Cómo se le ocurre al equipo cada nuevo mob? Última pregunta. ¿Se basan en los comentarios de la comunidad de fans o es inspiración del equipo?
What's with these random whoosh sound effects thrown in?
I think everyone who wants to know the answer of.
Yeah, well,
usually,
inspiration can come from many
I would
places.
assume that usually the mobs are inspired by upcoming updates or just a need seen in the game. Which is why I'm very interested to see what this next update is, like after Caves and Cliffs Part 2, because they're all friendly, like helpful mobs. The Glare I could see being helpful just in caves in general, just because of the new caves being huge and stuff. Hey Vessel! So basically this is Minecraft Live. It's an event that takes place each year where they discuss the upcoming updates to the game and announce the next update. Like this year, right now they're talking about the mob vote, which will take place on Twitter today, where over the course of the showcase, which lasts, I guess it lasted 2 hours last year. I would assume it'd be close to the same amount this year. But on Twitter they have a mob vote where people can choose which of 3 mobs will be added to the game. This year it's the Glare, which basically it looks for dark places and throws a fit. So basically it's an F3 screen for Bedrock players, where basically it just informs the player of where they need to light up like a base or a build or a mine shaft or a cave or whatever to keep mobs from spawning, which I could see being useful, especially for Bedrock players, except
take a look at
with
something pretty fantastic coming to Minecraft
Oh.
that you don't even have to vote on. Earlier this week, Lydia spoke
Hold
with
on, I wanna
Fanny
hear
and
this.
Quinn from our awesome creator team over in Redmond to get a first look at some interesting things they've been working on.
Each year, we show you
yeah,
some of the cool
the new
things made
mob
by our
that gets
creators
voted
for
on today
Minecraft
will probably be added with the next update. Not Caves and Cliffs Part 2, the one after.
creating Minecraft things yourself. I finally made my first mob. It's very weird. Fanny and Quinn are here to tell us all about how we can all become creators. Hi, Fanny and Quinn.
Hello, Lydia.
Is this about coding
It's
mods?
so great to be here. Like, just so exciting to talk about our creators, and what a better place to do it than surrounded by the
Anywho,
art that they have created.
the next update they're going to announce during this event, like after the update to come out after Caves and Cliffs Part 2. Caves and Cliffs Part 2 they just announced will be coming up will be coming out in the next couple months, which is what we expected. It was supposed to come out holiday season of this year. But that's when we'll get the extended world height, the new cave biomes, the new world generation, and that's going to be crazy. I can't wait to see all the pro players messing around in worlds like this. We've already seen a taste of it, like with the newest Minecraft Manhunt taking place in one of the newer snapshot worlds. Like they had all the new cave generation and everything. That was pretty fun to see. The premiere of the Death Swap that Dream and George did that came out last night, or actually early this morning. That was really fun. That was in the new generation because they had all the new caves and Deep Slate and stuff. But yeah, all that stuff's going to be added, all the new caves and mountains and stuff, that's going to be added in this next update coming out in the next couple months. The next update is what I'm really excited to hear about, and then of course the mob vote happening on Twitter to see which of these three that are in my thumbnail, they were just on screen a little bit ago, which are added to the game. The Copper Golem basically is a mob you build yourself. It has a lightning rod on its head. It's made out of copper. It can oxidize over time to basically once it oxidizes fully, it just becomes a statue, which could be good for decoration if you can mine it afterwards. Otherwise, I don't know how you control where it goes unless you just kind of trap it until it ages. But you can also, I think you can wax it. You can wax it. You can also deoxidize it with an axe. The lightning rod on its head will work as an actual lightning rod. So if it gets struck by lightning, it'll deoxidize. Unless it's waxed in an oxidized state, I guess. But its function, basically, it just runs around and presses random copper buttons, which will also be added to the game if that one is voted for. So I guess it's like a redstone randomizer, potentially. They all do look pretty cool. I myself, like, if I had a Twitter, I don't want a Twitter because it's kind of a mess over there. But the vote is on Twitter. If I were able to vote, I would vote for the Allay, which is the second one that they announced. The Glare I explained earlier. The Copper Golem I just explained. The Allay, basically, it picks up random item. It picks up, you give it an item, and it looks around the world near you for more of that item, making it really useful for picking up like inventory overflow during mining sessions, or if you're like in an amethyst farm and a bunch of shards are falling down, like it's really annoying to just keep dropping down to pick them up and everything. You can give the Allay one shard and it'll just go over and pick the rest of them up. And I think they said it's going to have 2 slots, each able to hold a stack, and even able to stack non-stackable items. Like it could hold up to, what is that, 128 of a non-stackable item. I mean, that sounds cool, but I mean, I guess, how often are you going to be seeing a zillion weapons or tools laying on the ground that it's going to help you pick up? But basically, it will bring those items to you, or if you have a note block and you play a note on it, it will drop the items at that note block. Like, it'll link with that note block, and they'll bring the items there and just dance on it. Which, honestly, just the idea of having a flying hopper that can move items seems very helpful.
Just using those tools in all different ways.
but yeah, the Allay is very much like a positive, like a helpful vex in its design, which makes sense because to vex means to irritate or annoy to a great degree, whereas to allay means to put at ease or to calm something. Like like the title of my video of the stream.
It's mind-blowing sometimes just what they're able to do
it was like,
just
what
the
was it?
small little things that we give them.
That's really, really cool.
Shoot, I forgot the title of my hold up. Where is it? Allow me to allay your suspicions. So yeah, basically that's a common phrase. Hello, co-creator that I've never seen before. But yeah, to allay suspicion is like to put you at ease. It's like there's nothing to worry about. So I think that's a really cool idea. It's basically like an anti-vex, which is really cool.
It's such a great question because the answer is no. They aren't just for, you know, advanced modders or people that have been in the community for a long time. We actually just launched a new website we call the Learning Portal. It's on minecraft.net/creator. And on that site, it basically links out to all of our resources to how to learn how to become a creator, learn how Minecraft content creation works. It also links out to our brand new documentation site that allows you to...
So actually, I haven't really been paying attention to what they're talking about right now, but it sounds like it's this project they're talking about is like an easier way to mod the game, to add your own stuff to it. Which honestly, that's a really cool idea. I myself don't like playing with a bunch of mods because I like to experience things vanilla. I'm a vanilla ice cream sort of fellow. I'm a guy who just likes ketchup on his hot dogs. I'm a very normie sort of fellow. I like things to be normal. So like excessive modding isn't for me. Seeing what people can accomplish with mods is really cool, but I mean it's not for me. Oh, that's awesome! How to Train Your Dragon.
The program is used by Minecraft creators all around the world to create
it's a nice scarab neck, I guess.
Almost all
furniture, that's pretty cool.
The Minecraft marketplace were made in Blockbench, and it was even used to design some of the new vanilla mobs, such as the goat and the axolotl.
That's really cool.
I've collaborated with Mojang to create a new plugin for Blockbench. The plugin makes it super easy to get started with add-on creation by generating everything you need for
that is really cool.
A few clicks. I'm going to demonstrate the process by making a simple grizzly bear. To install the plugin, I'm heading to File.
You wanted to say my title, but the autocorrect corrected it to Alan. Alan.
Up this handy shortcut on the start screen.
It's like the one Velociraptor meme from one of the Jurassic Park movies.
Like
Alan.
And I'll use the same for the behavior.
That's great.
Okay, now the add-on is created on your computer. Now let's start customizing our model using Blockbench. For this example, because
honestly, this is a really cool idea for the community. Why did you poop on the polar bear?
To turn it into something entirely different.
Okay, now it looks more like a grizzly.
And is based on the vanilla bat.
But yeah, this whole idea is just a really great tool.
Okay, this looks good. Now I'm going to press save and switch over to
You can save the stuff and then yeah, move it into. Oh wait, is this exclusively?
And simply enable it. This will automatically
okay. Wait, is this exclusively Bedrock?
Now let's check out the
hopefully not. Like I hope it's for both Bedrock and Java. I wasn't really paying attention, so I didn't catch that.
And here's our
yeah, Minecraft has already been an amazing game.
It's free and
but
works on all platforms.
I feel like the more game creators, like the actual dev teams and stuff, allow fans to do what they want with the game, it makes some really cool stuff available. And Minecraft is definitely the kind of game that benefits greatly from excessive amounts of mods. Like you can get some pretty awesome stuff.
I was so excited to know that Blockbench was a thing because I immediately thought I need to add my dogs to Minecraft. I really love them, and I was just so excited. Like Blockbench made it very easy for me to just obsess
that is
over
great.
Every single detail, like every pixel was like, does that look like my dog? And then I also modified the geometry, especially the tails, to look like the exact twist that my dogs have. I really obsessed a lot, and I was very happy, especially when I was able to add my own animation. I'm definitely not an art person, and I just made it so that it like wiggles their tail when they're sitting. I was just so happy to be able to do it.
They turned out so good. I thought it was super cute that you're able to get both of them in there.
Thank you.
So me being kind of born in the Pacific Northwest, outdoorsy. I mean, I'm wearing flannel.
Yeah, I was gonna say Pacific Northwest. I never would have guessed that from the beard, the flannel, and the beanie.
She's this kind of cute little evergreen tree that you can see walking around the
Oh, that's disturbing.
kind of fantasy driven.
Like, if you imagine 100 of those running at you at full speed, I would be freaking out.
Kind of cute and cool to the forests.
Her eyes are really staring right into
Minecraft will get better every day, I suppose. Well, I like the idea of being able to mod it to this degree, but I still think that the game should remain not like super simple, but like it should keep its essence of just open world generation with not a whole bunch of over-the-top stuff. There's a lot of creative stuff in Minecraft, like vanilla Minecraft, that's really good, but I don't want it to get absurd with time. No, you're good. You're good. But yeah, I don't want it to get over the top in vanilla Minecraft.
It does look like a little dragon.
But the fact that they're making it easier and easier to mod the game, that's great, because that shows that they acknowledge that the community some of the community wants to make things absurd. And being able to do that is a really cool thing.
Because I made that and I showed it to all of you, which seeing something that you make in a game that you've played, for me for 11 years,
this game has been out for a while, and the community just keeps growing because they're realizing how amazing of a game it is. It's like one of the only truly open world sandbox games that almost everybody loves.
Everything that you have built, we would love to see it.
Yeah, it's available on all the platforms, and just post them on Twitter, post them on wherever you do, and we'll probably run across some of those, and we love seeing them.
Oh, I can't wait to see what everyone else creates. And I mean, I think that our mobs are definitely ready for the mob vote next year, so we don't even have to work on anything else. These three are perfect. I'm gonna have to talk to the team about that. So we're not professional creators, obviously, by our mobs, even though they're lovely. But Quinn, you get to work with people who this is their full-time job, making Minecraft content for Marketplace. What is that like?
It's something that I'm just immensely proud of.
Okay, they specifically said Marketplace. That makes it feel like it is exclusively Bedrock right now. Because isn't Marketplace... I think Marketplace is exclusively Bedrock. I may be completely incorrect in that. Forgive me, I don't know a ton of all the specifics of how Minecraft separation between Java and Bedrock works. I played Bedrock for quite a while, I say quite a while, for 6 months when on my Switch before I got a good gaming PC, but since then, anytime I've messed with Minecraft, I've been in Java, and I will say I prefer Java over Bedrock, but I can understand that some people aren't able to, but even so, oh wow, this is cool. Seeing a cube soccer ball is hilarious. Man, map creators are so darn skilled. If you haven't heard of Trixie Blocks has been working on a project called Ultimate Survival Minecraft, where he's basically taken each biome of the game, each major biome, and reworking it into just one perfect... well, of course, everybody loves that. But he's basically perfecting each one, giving it lore and everything, just for base Minecraft. He's taking stuff with world editors and stuff and just making the ultimate survival Minecraft world. But it's meant for adventure mode, which would be cool.
And that's just so heartwarming and lovely to see, and it really does put a smile on our faces.
Understandable, Vessel. Yeah, so this stuff would be the kind of thing that would really excite you, is the excessive amount of modding that's out there that people are now able to do. People were already modding Minecraft to death, but now it's easier than ever to mod the game with this new thing.
Is the
Blockbench.
community that's been built up around it. There's so many amazing creative people, and it's been a privilege to be able to meet and work with so many of them.
Oh yeah, we saw this earlier. They showed this the people basically recreated Sonic, like the original Sonic, as a Minecraft map, a Minecraft mod, which is really cool. Hey, these are all the live shows. This is awesome.
And the podium in the middle. Oh no! Spoilers!
Wow! We're kicking things off with the announcement of the... We're gonna tell you right now.
The update Aquatic. Village and Pillage.
Seriously, like, I'm so excited.
Bees! Bees! Let's look at some bees.
Oh yeah, the bee update was very small.
Nether update.
Oh, the Nether update was so good.
We'll have the cats, pandas, bamboo, and scaffolding.
Caves and cliffs update.
Caves and Cliffs, oh man.
David Nisage.
Everybody was freaking out when it was announced, and understandably so. It's an amazing one.
I am the one that gets to decide how difficult the bosses are.
Oh yeah, dungeons. Okay, that's not the slightest bit unsettling.
The winner is Tiger!
Mountains.
And we finally have the mountains.
This is your chance to have a say in what goes into Minecraft.
So the Moobloom was voted at, oh, so they did do it like that last year, where they had two stages of the voting process, where the Moobloom was voted out, and then the Glow Squid was voted in. This is so cool. Man, I really need to pee, and I should probably do it before they actually start announcing 1.19. All right, I'll be right back. Hopefully I get back before anything important happens.
Mount B.
10 years ago, I stepped on the Minecon stage for the first time. I still get nervous and excited every single time I'm on this stage, but mostly I feel incredibly honored to be in front of you. I hope what you see and feel from each of us at Mojang Studios is our passion for Minecraft and our gratitude to all of you in our amazing community. Okay, now before I get even more sappy than I was, let's head over to Vu and hear more about the adorable mobs that you must pick between.
Here we go. It's almost time to vote.
Voting first round result?
Though, let's take a quick look at your choices once more. We have the glare.
Oh no, they're just explaining it. Okay, I'm back.
In an area that's dark enough for monsters. You can bring it with you, and it will fly to dark areas. When it gets grumpy, you'll know that it's dark enough for monsters to spawn. Then there's the Allay. If you give it an item, it will collect matching ones for you. It also loves music, so if there's a note block nearby, that's where we'll drop these items for you. And finally, the Copper Golem. A little golem that you yourself can make out of copper.
Yes. It's like, okay, bye, Grin. Hi again, Grin. Yes, I am back.
They love spending their time randomly pressing copper buttons.
But yeah, this is like a bit of a explanation as to what the mobs do.
And they are all so amazing. How will you choose?
And I agree that this year, the fact that they're all passive friendly pet mobs makes it a lot fairer of a voting process.
Any of them would be useful.
Oh, do you play on Bedrock a lot then?
And go vote for it now. Yes, that's right. The poll is now open.
Poll's now open. If you have Twitter, go on Twitter and vote.
Go to the Minecraft Twitter account and find the freshly launched poll with all 3 choices. Don't forget to click on the mob you most want to.
Yeah, the Allay is, I think, the cutest of the 3.
After the first round of votes,
and the fact that it does a little dance over top of the note block is really cute. You don't have Twitter? Okay, that's fair. Neither do I.
My name is Narrator, and I'm the star of the Minecraft YouTube channel.
And I'm Marilla. I'm the actual star of the Minecraft YouTube
Oh, these two.
We're here to tell you about all the excellent shows you can watch on our channel. Subscribe tomorrow.
Don't you mean subscribe today?
No. How do you spell?
I was gonna say, why Why wait till
These
tomorrow?
are just some of the questions you can ask our studio's brightest minds on Ask Mojang.
We've actually received a question for us just now. Do you think making a video game is the easiest thing in the world?
No. Literally no one thinks that.
Well, I did. Until I started watching this informative series that goes
Yeah,
behind
making
the
a video
box
game is
every
hard,
part of
dude.
Minecraft Dungeons.
I don't know the first thing about coding.
Tearfully begging to be put in the game.
Maybe in Series 3.
Meet a Minecrafter interviews some of the most incredible members of the Minecraft community.
They asked me to appear on it, but I was too busy being young and cool and attractive and not lying.
Okay.
With so much happening in the world of Minecraft, it can be easy to lose track.
Hello,
I myself
Axolotl.
only recently learned
And
that
goat.
blocks have been added to the game.
Subscribe to our channel and you'll be the first to see our announcements, trailers for new updates.
Oh
upcoming
man, the
games,
powder snow is
and
gonna be
exciting
so annoying.
future of Minecraft.
I almost died to it when I was messing around in an experimental snapshot.
Finally, this is our peerless show that tells you
The idea of Twitter is okay, but don't. Yeah, that's exactly the same feeling I have.
Time. Bye.
No, we're not. We still have a few seconds left.
Have a great Minecraft Live, everyone.
No! Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and only watch my...
Sure, narrator. Oh, we're getting an update on dungeons. All right then.
All about Minecraft Dungeons. Hi, Laura.
Hi.
Godin trailer aggressive. Reality can't even hurt a fly.
Yeah,
Well,
I think I
if
have
it could hurt a fly, that would be impressive because a fly is in the air most of the time. It is possible for them to hurt you though. You just have to be in the right circumstances. Basically, you have to want them to hurt you because the only way to get them to aggro you is to be on the same plane as them, which is hard when they're on, you know, a mountaintop where everything is sloped. Be on the same plane as them and then stand still. Because they will only attack an entity if it's standing still.
But I did it anyway, and I
Apparently it's supposed to target armor stands as well.
It's dangerous.
Yeah, it was,
But,
it was
you
so
know.
positive. It was so full of excitement and love for the game, and
I haven't really seen much example of people using it effectively. They are very much a neutral mob, yeah. They're not like super aggro, which I appreciate because climbing up a big mountain and having goats constantly trying to ram you off, that would not be fun.
Gear, a new cape, a new pet, and there's my new favorite armor, which has a spoon steering in your head.
I love that one.
Yeah, it's lovely. I like it so much.
It's a lot of fun to stare at while you're playing, but it might distract you a little.
Hopefully not too much.
So those just came out, but we also have some new and exciting things to look at that haven't come out yet.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Let's check it out.
Now, personally, I don't play dungeons just because it's not my kind of game type. The MMO hack and slash. There are a lot of really cool ideas in dungeons that would be interesting in vanilla Minecraft. Why does this chick in the middle look like Kida from Atlantis: The Lost Empire? I guess it's just the hairstyle and the fact she was wearing blue. But I guess in that regard, she could be like a waterbender or something. Unconscious. Nope. Cool. Kaboomafoo! Yeet! Why did none of the mobs attack... Why did none of the mobs attack the person standing there with the block of TNT? Redstone Golem, heads up. Play dungeons a little, had a heck of a good time. No, I can see it being fun. It's just not generally my game type. I might enjoy it if I picked it up. But it doesn't feel like what Minecraft is in essence. That's fine. It's not meant to be. It's its own thing. So, I mean, maybe someday I'll pick it up and try it for a bit. I feel like it could be very fun. Also, like the new updates, like the end update that they just recently put out. I really wish they do an end update for like vanilla Minecraft. That's one of the most requested updates in terms of like places.
What are seasonal adventures?
Yeah. I understand that.
Over with the story of the Orb of Dominance, we sat together with our friends at 11, and we started
For a second, I thought she was going to say 007. I was like,
a new way for
you have James Bond helping you?
the game and increase in ranks, gather points, and hopefully
No, I'm not saying I'm forcing myself to play it. I'm openly up for trying it at some point. I don't know when it would be if I did, but like there aren't very many game types that I'm like vehemently against trying. I'm open to trying pretty much any game type.
Seasonal adventure number 1, gather some rewards there.
At least once.
Number 2, gather some rewards there. So it's a bit up to you what you decide.
It probably wouldn't be in a series until I'd at least tried it like on my own at some point, but
all the content.
We'll see.
And speaking of content, what are some of these new things that players can unlock?
Right, yeah, we added tons of new rewards that are completely new to the Minecraft universe. Some old, some new. We have tons of new pets. We have things like the duck and the fox, and I am so in love with all of them. We have
I was gonna say,
flares,
wait,
which are new
the
VFX
fox
that you
is
can apply to
new
your
in
character.
dungeons?
So whenever you drink a potion or you
I
beat
guess
an enemy,
I don't
you get
understand
to show
how
off a little
the
bit and get some shininess there.
like I don't understand how most
Also, we
of
got in
dungeons
some
works.
which are these little dances or little expressions you can do with your character.
Show off a little.
Yeah, exactly, and have some fun with your friends. Why not, like we see.
It's
here,
interesting
having
how
fun.
many
Also, we
dungeons
added
based
tons of new capes, because everyone loves
Lego
capes.
sets are at
And tons of
Walmart
new
and stuff.
skins, just in case
Because like
we're
when
missing
I found out Lego
Yeah.
was doing Minecraft sets, I was like, well, that makes perfect sense. They're both very block based. Apparently there's a duck.
Strawberry17 here, and I have a question. Will there be free content included as a part of seasonal adventures?
The answer is yes. We always try to make sure there's content
anywho,
for everyone, regardless. So for seasonal adventures, there'll always be a free track and a track you can.
I don't know what I was saying.
So
I forgot.
There'll be different rewards in each, and you'll be able to get whichever you
But
want.
yeah,
at any time.
I guess I just don't know how much of vanilla Minecraft translates to dungeons. Because there are plenty of things that have been added to dungeons that are nowhere near fitting enough for vanilla Minecraft, at least in the current state of the game. But there are things like the fox that I would have expected to have been in dungeons long ago because it's been in the vanilla game for forever. But I guess in a very combat-centric game, the fox doesn't seem like it would be useful for much unless they like severely reworked what it does.
I'm always so impressed.
Because the fox right now, basically, it just picks up items and kills chickens.
Okay, the tower, which we have not spoken about yet.
No.
So what is the tower?
The tower is another free single-player feature that we've added to camp. So you'll be able
Cool.
to see this gigantic tower in the camp. I love how it turned out. And it is a space with 30 different floors, each floor harder than the one before, and you'll get
Makes
to fight
sense.
in arena mobs. You'll get to fight bosses. You'll get to meet
So
some
it's
new
basically
power
just a
inhabitants
combat
and,
gauntlet.
Yeah, hopefully explore around and be able to test your skill. So you will start with a completely blind
I would assume
character
that
from the bottom, and you'll be able to find new.
the fox should have been there a long time ago. Yeah,
So yeah, the floors get.
The
more
only thing is, like I was saying, that it being a very combat-centric game, I can understand why it wasn't. It's just I kind of expected it to be a while ago.
Tower right now, and for that we have JP. Hi, JP. Hello.
I would assume that there's a
I think you stole that throne from the Arch-Illager. I think he stole
Arch-Illager. That's what that little gremlin thing is with the staff and the tall hat. That's right. I've seen it in a whole bunch of promo art and stuff, but
Right, so we've prepared some special floors to showcase here. So this is an example of a very early floor in the tower. So if you see
this is a floor in the tower. If it's not the bottom floor, why does it have? Oh, it's just that big. I was like, why is there water and stuff? Like it's a pond and it's open air. And I was like, I think I'm underestimating how big this tower is.
We have a river, why not? So you'll be able to
We
find
have a
lot of
river, why
random
not?
spaces
The
and
only thing I guess the river makes sense, like you can put water in a
yeah, this
building
level is
like
quite
multiple
easy, as you
stories
can
up.
see.
But
Since
I
it's
guess the
very
thing that
early.
doesn't make much sense to me the most is the lighting. Like this is very, very natural lighting
There in that balcony.
for being an
That's,
interior.
Our tower keeper.
Very cool.
Yeah, that's a character that will guide you through the tower and
The tower
will
keeper looks like it's
guide you around
multiple
the
people
wall.
stacked on top of each other.
He did really well.
Yeah,
Maybe it was,
so fast.
too easy.
Yeah.
So each
Well,
of these
he is a
levels
very good player, I would
generates
assume.
itself, but you can come back for up to 2 weeks and replay the same thing.
Right, yeah, our tower runs will be seated and they will change every 2 weeks, meaning that for 2 weeks you'll be able to learn what happens in every floor. So
That makes
I
sense.
reach floor 5 and I get defeated at floor 5. So then next time around, I'll remember, I should have chosen a different weapon and then I bet I could have done it. So
That's cool.
Yeah, you can share
It gives
that
people a chance to learn the levels,
and you
get
can
better
learn
at them
together how to
before
go through the tower.
it resets again.
And get better.
Exactly.
I would assume the rewards for
let's get
beating the
GP a
tower
real
would be like
now.
Right.
We're gonna go
pretty
up
good.
the tower to a much higher floor.
Right.
You ready, GP?
Let's do it.
Right, so here we've prepared a sample of what a harder floor could look like. So we try to add new exciting
Interesting.
combinations of mobs that we've never had before.
Actually,
so GP is right now fighting jungle
this
mobs,
kind
but
of reminds
there'll
me
be
of Hyper Light
ice mobs
Drifter,
together with them, and there'll be some new
which
mobs.
is
Here you can see some
a
tower
very
rings,
good game. I
that
enjoy it a
spawn
lot.
fire in different new
Hyper Light
combinations.
Drifter
We
is
also will
basically
have,
it's like a it's this kind of perspective where it's like semi-isometric top-down.
We even have
Um,
a gas
and it's a hack and slash Metroid. It's basically a Metroidvania, but it has several MMO
We're
like
getting yeah, that's a tower guard.
like
right
aspects
there.
to it,
So,
I guess.
Yeah, we're getting tons of new combinations.
Interesting.
And new ways.
Oh
to
wow, yeah, he's
experience
almost dead.
game and defeat mobs and find strategies and.
I guess that when I said he was really good at the game a little bit ago, that was just me seeing, oh, he's very almost dead, and he's dead.
GP, that was a valiant attempt.
Yes.
But yeah, I guess he was on the first floor, so it makes sense that he breezed through it.
So many new things.
Yeah.
The tower keeper looks like a little guy who uses wood sticks to look tall. Yeah, he did look kind of like he was on stilts.
Very, very soon.
That is very soon. Thank you so much, Laura, for coming by. This is all very exciting.
Thank you for having me.
Let's take one last look at some gameplay from the tower.
Cool. Yeah, the biggest thing about like big MMOs, one, they're multiplayer, which I mean that's not a critique. That's not a bad thing. I'm just saying that's a thing that's very different from like Hyper Light Drifter, for example. Hyper Light Drifter is like a Metroidvania with the same sort of camera movement as that sort of MMO, and it's hack and slash and stuff, but it's very clearly a Metroidvania because of how stuff unlocks and stuff.
Try not to get this one stuck in your head all week. I only say this because it's been stuck in mine.
Oh no, why is there is it a song?
Hey, you two! Have you discovered all the features in part 1 of the Caves and Cliffs update?
Oh no, it is a song. Wow, this actually isn't a terrible song. Yes! Shoot the wandering trader! Was waiting for it. There it was. Hey, axolotls! This is basically just an exposition song, and yet it still sounds very nice.
So much more.
Could you stop it?
It's been quite the turnout for our first round of mob voting. You have made your decision, and now
Oh boy, here's the first one.
we have the Glare, the Allay, and the Copper.
Who
Golem.
gets eliminated
But
first?
You, the community, have spoken, and now one mob must leave the race, and that mob is the Glare.
Ah, that's what we thought. That's kind of what I thought. I kind of thought the Glare would be the first one to leave.
You want? Will it be the
Oh
Allay or
boy.
the Copper Golem? How do you see yourself playing and interacting with them in the future?
I kind of figured the Glare would be the first one to go unless something really drastic happened.
Or like the Year of the Phantom, way more terrifying. Don't worry about what anyone else wants. This is all about you and how you want to play Minecraft. But make your decision
But honestly, I would
quickly,
not be
because
upset
it's
with
time
either
to
one
vote
of
again.
these.
There's a brand
Like, I wouldn't be upset if we got the Glare either, but like,
Twitter account with only
these two were the two that I was expecting to be the last two to be voted on.
Twitter and click the mob.
But now the people that voted on the Glare, can, I would assume, can re-vote on these, on which one they want out of these two. It's gonna be interesting to see.
Minecraft. I know who I'm going to vote for, and I think I can see Jens voting right now.
Everybody loves that stupid chair.
Okay, so I know this will come as a surprise to pretty much all of you, but I definitely didn't love everything about school. Maybe that would have been different if I had Minecraft in my classes.
Is it Minecraft Education now? Yep.
Edition is available for schools, homeschools, and after-school programs. You can
Cool.
explore awesome education content in Minecraft Marketplace. Learn about everything.
Okay, because they keep saying Marketplace, it can't exclusively. No, it is Java. What am I saying? Yeah.
The students often become
The most useful was eliminated.
When I tried becoming the teacher in my 5th grade science class, well, let's just say it wasn't.
I wouldn't say it's the most useful. It's the most straightforward and easy to understand. I'll give you that.
Classrooms around the world.
And I'm not saying it's not useful. I'm just saying I can think of a lot more scenarios when I would get use out of the Allay.
Young people
Granted, I could definitely get use out of the Glare more so than the Copper Golem, but I can understand why a lot of people would get use out of the Copper Golem. But the Allay, I just think would be useful in so many scenarios. The Glare, because I play in Java, like pretty much exclusively at this point, it's a lot easier just to look at the F3 screen or just overlight. There's nothing wrong with overlighting. Most schools in your country don't do it. Understandable. That's the same here. There aren't very many schools over here that like use Minecraft in school, but I know plenty of homeschool families that use it just for creative purposes.
In Canada, Australia,
Not
and
like
New Zealand,
for actual
classrooms
education,
are
just like as
using
an
Minecraft
extracurricular
to
sort of
explore
thing,
Indigenous cultures.
which is pretty cool.
And they're not just building blocks, they're building super useful skills. Games like Minecraft prepare you for the future, teaching us how to work together, solve problems, and even write code.
Yeah, coding is a big. Awesome dude from the Dream SMP has been working on like a project that teaches younger kids how to code using Minecraft, which is really cool on his part.
In an epic citywide esports battle.
Yeah, I know it's okay to not like the Glare, but I'm being legit with my feelings here. I would not have been upset if the Glare won. I would just have been surprised because, I don't know, I myself probably wouldn't use it all that much. But I can understand people that would. I'm not trying to hide like a deep-seated hatred somewhere inside me. I just, it's not the one I would have chosen.
I learned that bees do this thing called swarming.
Yep, indeed they do.
We can live more
They swarm.
sustainably, we can
Bees
treat
be
one
swarming.
another better. And can we all agree that learning should always be fun? Let's build a better world together.
That was the most enthusiastic game on I've ever heard. Oh, nighttime.
Now it's the big moment. Let's talk to Agnes about the next update.
All right,
Welcome
here
back,
goes
Agnes.
everybody.
Thank you.
How's the show felt for you?
Super good. Like, I think it's a really fun show. And also, of course, we've shown so many exciting things.
Oh boy, what do we got?
I mean, I'm feeling
It's probably going to be a smaller update considering how huge the past couple of ones have been.
I was the 7th employee, the first woman on
Like the
team,
Nether
and when I
update, that
see
was a
you
big
doing
update.
Minecraft, I just
Caves and
feel so
Cliffs Part
excited
1
about
or
where
part
we're going.
like Caves and Cliffs in general was so big they had to split it in half.
Very sweet of you. And of course, we managed that lead it together. But
So I'm gonna assume it's gonna be a
I'm, like,
smaller
the
one.
creative lead, and I'm super happy about that. But it feels quite surreal because I also used to be a Minecraft player and love this game, and it's
Oh, good
I'm
on you,
really happy
Agnes.
and lucky to be here.
Yes, I think we all feel that way, and it's so cool having so many people on the team who play and love it and care about it, and like we all feel like, I mean, we are part of the community too.
Yes, we definitely are.
Now, Agnes, you are going to reveal to us what the next update is.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
What do we got?
So the next update is called the Wild Update.
Oh, all right. In what way?
The wild update sounds very, very intriguing.
It's
So what is
intriguing,
it
but
again?
also very vague.
So the word wild mainly means like two things for us. So the first thing is like beautiful nature, and the second thing is like really scary challenges and adventures.
Well, okay, so the Deep Dark we already know is being pushed to this update, so that makes sense with the
Some of our
scariness.
gameplay designers come and tell us more about specific things about the wild update. Because
Interesting.
There's different parts to it.
It will
And we
indeed
have
be
the
wild.
First one here, which is our Deep Dark expert, Brandon.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi, Brandon.
So we've seen a bit of the Deep Dark, but not much since the last Minecraft Live.
Into this update, can you talk to us more about why?
Yes, I mean, one of the biggest things about the Deep Dark and the Warden and the Skulk is that it's just expanded, it's gotten bigger, and we really wanted to make sure that we did this right and that we
Mhm.
didn't just rush it.
Understandable.
That includes even unique loot inside the Deep Dark as well. And yeah.
I will grant you
we
the worst
also
pun
want to
trophy.
make
I will
sure
reach
that
through the screen and hand it to you. Here.
Let's actually look at some of the new things.
There,
that
I
are
handed you the
happening
worst
right
pun
now,
trophy.
which is
You have won it.
ancient cities.
That's awesome.
Wait, what?
I can't wait. Oh, wow.
There are oh my word, that's awesome. That's awesome. Because that gives the Warden a much bigger playground to be dangerous in. I thought they were going to like rework strongholds or something for them, but that is awesome. That is so cool and scary. Oh, jeez. Oh, that's so cool. Cause I was thinking that like we need more structures in the overworld. With as big as the world is getting, more structures, like especially in the new caves. So that's why I was curious what the Deep Dark was going to be like. But that is awesome.
It's like both beautiful and terrifying at the same time. Like I have so many
And that's
emotions when I
that's before you add the skull, the Warden, because like the skulks and everything, that's awesome. We were kind of. It is like a biome update.
And there's this ancient city.
Like the scary side of the wild update is going to be, assumably, mostly just these new structures, the Deep Dark cities.
Structure in the middle of every single city, and it's got something interesting about it that you're going to have to explore in game.
It's really cool.
Oh, come on, you're going to tell us? Okay, I understand. I'm still upset they're not going to tell us what it is. You always like edgy stuff like that? Understandable.
It's all about player stories. And
The scarier something is, the more it elicits a emotional reaction. Hence why Poe was such an extremely popular author and poet, is because he wasn't afraid to go into deep, dark, edgy stuff. And it definitely left an impression. I literally just read The Raven to my sister for the first time this morning, and she really liked it. It's a very good poem.
One of them actually is something called a Skulk Catalyst.
Yes, we were curious about
The
this.
Skulk Catalyst is it's actually what causes the Skulk to spread.
That's what I thought. The catalyst is indeed.
Zombie near the Skulk Catalyst, it actually spreads.
Oh, so.
And the amount is based on how much XP that zombie would have dropped.
So
Oh.
the dark, it's kind of
So it absorbs zombie XP drops.
Mobs must have died there.
Quite a lot, yes.
Okay, so if you want to make a skulk farm, dang,
and as you
I
can
could see
see
this being
here,
super
when you mine
easy to
some of
like.
the
I can figure
blocks, you actually
it'd be
get
quite easy to make a redstone farm with this stuff. So basically, you just have a stone generator, and then a skulk catalyst next to it.
And then we have the Skulk Shrieker.
Oh, the Shrieker. I was curious about
when
this.
This block is activated, it's gonna give that really
Oh.
scary heard now. And
Oh.
it also gives this darkness effect, so it's like pulsating darkness.
Oh, that's horrible. That's horrible. I love it, and it's horrible.
Sneaking and you step on a skulk sensor, even sneaking it will activate.
Oh, that's so cool and so horrifying.
Say to our younger viewers, in a minute we're gonna show you a clip that's a little scarier.
Oh, the warden. The warden mixed with the shrieker. Oh, that's awesome and horrible, and I love it.
The Skull Catalyst is going to be really interesting because, you know, when...
Like I was saying with the catalyst, like you get a stone generator, and then a skull catalyst next to it, and put those next to a zombie spawner. And so every time you kill the, like, it wouldn't be an XP farm, it would be basically just a skulk farm. You have the hooked up to a spawner, you kill the zombies, and the zombie XP goes into the catalyst, and then the catalyst turns the nearby stone into skulk, and then you harvest the skulk, the stone generator creates a new stone block, and you just keep doing that. And like that's a easy way to generate skulk.
Hi, it's Jinjam from Germany, and my question is, what was the inspiration behind the Shrieker?
Yeah, I mean, that's an interesting question. From the art side, we actually had the inspiration behind the human larynx, which is like the vocal cord or vocal structure or something, just something that represents kind of creating sounds. And from the gameplay perspective, we wanted to make sure that, first of all, the warden spawns in a unique way, and also in a way that you can avoid it. So usually you can kind of sneak around, and as long as you don't activate the Skulk Shriekers, then the warden won't come. But if you do
so wait, the Shrieker also
activates too many times, the warden will come.
Oh, so the warden only spawns upon activation of the Shrieker enough times. Okay, so it makes it super dark. Makes it super dark, that's cool. And there's another Shrieker up there. Okay, so if you activate a Shrieker enough times, the warden... Oh, it comes out of the... Nope. 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 That's a heck no for me. Oh, that's terrifying. Holy cow! And if you activate the Shrieker enough times, it makes it, like, permanently darker for longer. Oh, you gonna die. You gonna die. Oh, this is awesome, and I hate it, and it's awesome. Oh, that's a good point, Vessel. That means that XP is soul energy. Oh, this is horrifying. And there's a Shrieker. Wait, why didn't the Shrieker go off? Oh! Oh! Oh, geez. And dead. King B Dogs was the one testing it. Oh, no, that was my phone. Sorry. My phone was going off. Probably my mom trying to tell me, hey, lunch is ready.
Definitely a lot to unpack. I mean, the first thing is that the warden actually emerges underground. So that means you know that wardens are kind of in the deep dark, in the walls, under the floor.
That is so cool.
And it also has developed a sense of smell. So, of course, you can sneak around and try to be, you know, quiet and not
Oh, no.
But unfortunately, the warden's still going to be able to sniff you out and find where you are, and if it sniffs you while you're really close by, then it's going to start noticing you.
Wait, so basically the warden
Oh, geez. So it has an AoE detection just in terms of...
Pretty much, yes.
Oh, man. Okay, this whole place just got a lot more dangerous.
sneaking gameplay.
Oh man, and it's a fast mob too.
Super dark, and you're sneaking, trying to find the treasures, trying to avoid the warden. I think it's something really exciting with that.
That means that this area is probably gonna have some pretty darn good loot.
Definitely upped the terrifying level, Brandon, and I just love how much you've expanded the Deep Dark to feel it's so.
Man, it is a lot more fleshed out now. I really like these
Thank
new
you so much for joining us in
Deep Dark
and
cities.
scaring us half to death.
No worries, that's my job.
He's so expert. Like if you want
That's
to do
really cool. I like that a lot.
Thanks, Brandon.
Thank you so much, Brandon.
So Agnes, the Deep Dark is one part. This
I'm
is
also
sort of
curious
very
about this new
of the wild
thing in the
update,
middle.
which the name is
Like
starting to
the main
really
structure in the
move
middle,
up
they mentioned
here
something
after
special in
talking
there.
to Brandon. And then the other part you said is really this more of that beauty and the atmosphere. of
Okay,
Minecraft.
so what you got for us?
So we want to like celebrate the wilderness of Minecraft, and one thing we want to focus on is immersion. So when you play Minecraft, we really want you to feel that you're inside the Minecraft world. Actually, like we are now. It's so beautiful. And
Okay.
we also want to focus or have focused on biome diversity.
Okay.
So we want
Are
to
they
have,
adding
like,
new?
a unique identity for different biomes. For example, the birch forest, as you can see in this beautiful concept art.
Oh.
So in the birch forest, we want it to be like light and peaceful, and the sun reaches the ground. The trees are taller.
Interesting.
Flowers. Things.
So are they saying they're gonna add
beautiful.
more
It looks very
specificity to
in the birch
how
forest.
different
That's
each
true.
forest,
That's
like
actually
each
really
biome feels? Like each
gorgeous. And then you
biome,
have-
like
so
each general
you wanna
biome is
add
gonna
more
have more unique
atmosphere
features
to
added to
different
it?
biomes, but there's one biome that you want. I mean, I would say you're giving it quite an overhaul. It's getting a lot more in the wild.
Oh?
That's true. And that's
Which
the
biome?
swamp.
Swamp's getting an overhaul. Hooray! It needed
so
it.
Amazing. It's such a beautiful concept art, and as you can see here, the atmosphere is really.
Oh, they're
different
gonna add
from the
lightning
birch
bugs?
forest as well.
Please tell me they're actually gonna add lightning bug
Amazing.
effects.
So we have another one of our gameplay designers here, and our swamp expert, Corey. Welcome, Corey.
Hi, Corey.
Hey, it's absolutely wild to be here.
Oh no, Corey. The puns are so quick to start.
It's Corey after all.
Oh,
It's
jeez.
very on brand.
And I thought your pun was bad. I think you need to give up your pun trophy to this fella.
Getting.
Yes, there are a lot of awesome things coming. The first of which is the boat with the chest in it.
Oh, that's actually a decent idea, like a riverboat that was stranded. So it's like, yeah, it's like the hopper mine carts in mine shafts. Oh wait, no, that's something you can make now? You can make this? That's awesome! You can put a chest in a boat!
Relaxing.
Yes, and especially now, in Caves and Cliffs Part 2, we have even wider rivers, so it's easier to travel on water, so it's gonna be like extra useful.
That is awesome! That's gonna get such good use!
Put your diamonds in the chest in your boat. Oh,
it's
That's
really
amazing.
And you've been working on what
I thought that was just gonna be like something you find in a swamp.
We're
Is
adding
just
a mangrove tree to Minecraft.
oh, they're adding a new tree.
This is a
Mangrove tree.
and propagules
Mangrove
grow
trees are
from
really
mangrove
cool.
trees. They're actually like ready to grow mini mangroves growing from the mangrove. And you can see here the mangrove
that's
tree
cool.
grows propped up on root blocks. It has vines hanging down from the leaves.
Oh
The
my word.
propagules are
What's his
actually
face?
growing
Waddles is
underneath
gonna
the
flip because this isn't a oak tree with azalea leaves as he keeps insisting on calling it. It actually has new wood types.
Okay, so in real life, the propagules grow, like I said, from the mangrove tree. and
So
then
you
when
got
they
the
fall into
saplings?
water, or like let's say they fall into water, they can
Oh,
float
the
for up
seeds.
to a year before they plant themselves in the
Uh-huh.
like, water underneath the water or on land wherever they happen to land.
Mhm.
And mangrove trees themselves are actually amazing for like local ecosystems, fighting climate change.
Mangrove
local
tree root
communities. They're
systems,
just super trees.
a
I'm
mangrove
really
tree
excited that
root
we're adding those to
systems
Minecraft.
like
awesome.
hold
And
the
this
ground
is
together.
the first sapling that you can plant underwater.
Yeah, you can plant it underwater and on land as well.
That's
so
cool. When you first showed me the
cool.
mangroves and you talked
That's
about your
awesome.
favorite thing, the propagules. I actually remember.
I wonder what the
playing in
color is gonna
mangroves in
be.
Florida, and we would use
Like
them,
the
right
bark
in
on it is like reminiscent of
so seeing them
the
in Minecraft is just so exciting.
it's like a cross
And of
between
course,
the jungle and
where there's a new tree, there must be a new wood type.
indeed.
The mangroves do come with a new wood type, and like always when we add a new tree, we are so happy. Like we get so many questions from the community, like, will there be a new
Mangrove wood. Ooh.
And
So it's like a toned down version of jungle wood.
add a new wood type for the mangroves. And look at it, I think it's really pretty. And you also don't see like
Yeah, I was gonna
all the
say it's
blocks
jungle
here.
wood,
It's gonna be like a
but
full set
slightly more red.
gonna be like doors and
Like jungle wood is slightly more brown, I guess.
I love it. I'm so excited
But
about
this is
mangroves,
like
but I
halfway
need to
between
show
jungle
everything.
and
We
acacia.
had to go with like really big roots, and I think those are so cool. And we actually prototyped quite a lot back and forth, and it was a bit tricky to decide how the root should look like, as you see in this picture here. But now I'm so happy that we went with the like multi-block roots, because for example, when you like go with a boat, and then you can go under the mangroves, and I think that adds
Oh,
such
that's so
feeling
cool.
to it. Yeah, like in this picture, it's really nice atmosphere.
That's
I-
beautiful.
I really agree. And like when I was testing,
Man,
I
these are
wanted
really
that
cool
feeling of, like,
trees.
being underneath it,
I'm
being
so
like
happy
this-
that the
this huge
swamp
field,
is getting
and I
this
wanted
update.
more. I wanted to be surrounded by mangroves. So I was like, why don't I just make a mangrove swamp biome where I'm completely surrounded by them? So as
Oh,
you can see in
they're
this video,
creating a new
walking around,
subset.
you're just
Oh, what is that
completely
gross
surrounded in the mangrove swamp. It's just
gray
mangroves
block?
as far as the eye can see, just like in real life. And you have all the mangroves
It's like a
propped up on
new
their roots,
it's like a new jungle type. It's like they took the jungle and the swamp and decided, let's merge them and make it really cool.
It's so beautiful.
Oh, and I mean, during sunset, every time I was testing, I would actually like pause the day-night cycle just to watch the sunset in the mangrove swamp. It was super.
That's cool.
That's absolutely gorgeous.
I'm not a fan of the
noticed that that was not
gray
dirt.
block on the
Good
ground.
idea. That was wet dirt, otherwise known as
Wet dirt.
mud.
Okay, so it's just mud.
So you've actually added mud to do something really cool.
Yeah, so we're adding really cool renewability mechanics to mud. The first of which is if you take a dirt block and pour a water bottle on it, then you can get more mud. And then the other one is if you take your mud block and you stick it on top of the dripstone, it will sort of like drip the water out of the mud and eventually dry it out, which turns into
Oh,
I love the
that's
renewable
really
thing. Like, I
cool.
always need more bricks. So perfect.
Yeah, your local mason isn't going to be super happy with you though.
That's actually true. I have this one mason.
This
that
is
is
actually
diamond mason in the
amazing
village, and I always
for
trade with them.
You're
for farms.
Oh, they might be a bit
Because
upset
like
now.
that's something that a lot of people have pointed out is there are a lot of resources that should be renewable, like rare stuff that you should technically be able to farm. Yes, it kind of breaks the game a bit.
Exciting, like, building
Oh,
blocks.
new
And as
bricks!
you can see here, the
Mud
brick
bricks,
texture is
awesome!
actually different than the other
New
stone
brick
bricks that we
types.
have in
This
the
is
game.
really
So they're sort of
cool.
smaller, more compact, but it is really cool, like to build with. It matches a lot of different block sets, and I'm really excited.
Like normal kiln bricks, like the red bricks, they're a lot closer together. I really like the mud bricks. That's a really cool design.
We have a creator question for the two of you.
どうもこんにちはプチプチです。私からの質問はねこちらになります。どうして泥レンガを追加することにしたのでしょうか。
Okay, so apparently
I'm so excited they asked this question because I really wanted to answer it. So the main reason that I wanted to add mud bricks to the
Apparently
game
that guy
is
knew
I
that
really
mud
wanted
bricks were gonna be
people to feel
added.
Like okay, all around the world, there are houses built out of mud bricks. So many people around the world.
Yeah,
are
all
also
of this seems to be
building
win-win.
mud
I agree,
bricks, and
Vessel.
I really wanted people who are playing Minecraft to feel like they could build their home and feel like they're at home in Minecraft. So I'm really glad we got to add them for that reason.
Amazing.
Ah,
Yes, and it's so
that makes
important
sense.
for us that like everyone feels
That's
equally
really
welcome when
cool.
playing Minecraft.
Oh, that is absolutely amazing.
And the fact that you
Now,
could just
so
make mud. Now dirt
amazing
actually has more of a use.
mud everywhere.
You can turn dirt into mud and turn mud into clay
Something very cute.
and make mud into mud
Well,
bricks.
very cute and quite derpy because we're adding frogs.
They're adding frogs? If I saw this anywhere else other than Minecraft Live, I would assume this is a mod. Oh, they're adding drip leaves to swamps. That makes sense. That's hilarious. Frog. Frog.
They are cute and derpy. That's the perfect description.
That's awesome.
Of them.
Are you gonna be able to bucket them, I wonder?
It's amazing.
And did you see the one that jumped like backwards?
One fell in the water.
Silly frogs. And they do love to jump around. And
That's really
especially on
fun.
lily pads.
They're really
And
cute.
Actually, also on big drip leaves, because I mean the big drip leaves kind of look like lily pads. But the funny thing with that is then when they jump on top of the big drip leaves, it's gonna tilt and then they fall down.
One of them did. It just Maybe it's a like
So
frog slide.
they're basically confirming that big drip leaves are going to be in swamps
And you're
now.
adding
Is that right?
another little tiny creature to this
Itty-bitty.
update.
Yes, the fireflies.
Yes, I knew it. Fireflies at night.
Them roaming around, adding a lot of.
Wait, are they
ingredients to the
actually a
song.
mob? I thought they were just going to be a particle
It's nice
effect.
and cozy at night, but really, my favorite part of them is just making the world.
Oh, it is just a
seem to
particle
life,
effect. It's
feeling
2
like there's life
pixels.
going on all around you,
It's a
and-
2 pixel
Oh, yeah,
2 pixel
also
particle
they're
effect.
frog food. Yeah, I forgot to mention that. They're frog food.
Poor fireflies.
Wait, so the frog actually eats the particle effects.
You can
That's
both
awesome.
enjoy them in the atmosphere, and the frogs get to eat. So that's
Everybody wins.
That's the tiniest mob in existence, the fireflies. It's literally just 2 pixels.
You called them growing up.
Actually, no, we called them lightning bugs.
I did too. And in Swedish,
it's eldflugor, and that's actually literally translates to fireflies.
Okay.
Eldfluger.
It's very interesting. It became like a lot of
Fireflies and
people
lightning
talking
bugs,
about
yeah.
what you called it
Potato,
growing
potato.
up, but we're really excited to have fireflies or lightning bugs in the game.
I say that. I've
I
never
wanna
called
know
a potato
more
a
about
potato.
Baby frogs.
I would assume it's very regional.
Yes, so
Oh!
baby mobs in Minecraft are just like
Wait,
tiny
baby frogs would be
versions of grown-up,
tadpoles.
But with frogs, we're actually adding tadpoles.
Yeah, I was gonna say it'd be tadpoles. Oh my word! That's the most adorable thing I've seen. Man, they are really updating swamps, and I love it.
Once again, you deliver on the promise.
That's
of cute and
amazing.
derpy with the tadpoles.
We do.
Wait, that's gonna be the question though: is
That's actually
are you gonna be
extra
able to
helpful for the tadpoles,
spawn them?
Because
Like, are you gonna be
we
able to control
have
that?
frog variants, and when a tadpole grows up, it will pick a variant depending on the temperature in the biome it grows up in. So, for example, if it grows up in a really cold place, it's gonna turn into
Can't eat
snowy
more.
frog.
I could imagine that, I guess.
Yeah, as you can see.
Snowy
here.
frogs.
So
They're gonna have regional
two
frogs.
system. One is the tadpole system, and the other one is the cold-blooded system. So frogs are like the first cold-blooded animal in Minecraft.
Interesting.
And in real life, there actually are frog variants that pick a color.
Okay,
and
so
depending on,
if they're in like
they will
normal
adapt
swamps,
their color
they will be
depending on
the
temperature.
orangish
If you wanted to
variants.
have that in
But if
Minecraft,
they're
you
in
wanted to,
colder
like,
biomes,
Minecraftify
where
it,
would they
so
spawn in
therefore
colder
the tadpole is gonna
biomes
pick a
though?
variant instead,
But they'll become like the
depending on
dark green variant.
temperature.
That's so cool. And there are 3 variants.
So many frogs.
So
Oh,
we've
there are
seen
3.
2.
Okay.
What's the third one?
The third one is the tropical frog.
Ooh.
So let's say you
Jungle?
were venturing out into the desert or the jungle, and you take your
Okay.
tadpole with you, and if it grows up there, it'll turn into a lovely
Gray.
tropical frog. And what I really love about the tropical frogs is how just relaxed they look. And they're,
Wait,
like, blending
I would
into
have
the
expected
sand
a tropical
almost,
frog
so
to be more
relaxed.
multicolored.
Just chilling there.
Yeah.
And I think.
But yeah, that looks like it definitely belongs in a desert. It's very much a desert frog.
White. So, like, I was reading a lot about frogs. Always when we had something new, we read up a lot. It's super fun because we can be really geeky. And then I learned about the real-life frog that's called gray foam-nest tree frog and lives, for example, in Angola, Botswana, and Kenya. And that
Mhm.
frog can actually turn almost white to avoid overheating. So that's
That
like the
makes sense.
inspiration for
Yeah, because white reflects light and therefore keeps from overheating. That makes
them, and
sense,
you didn't-
actually.
So you have these different color variations, but you also have something else special about the frogs.
Yes, so each frog
Oh.
variant's gonna have something unique that will be useful for the players. But we actually don't even know
Oh?
what that is yet because we are working on the frogs.
Oh, come on! Why would you tell us it's going to be something unique and then not tell us what it
Which
is?
frog is your favorite?
Oh, it's gotta be the snowy frog. They look so cozy.
Ooh,
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, the dark green. I really like the dark green of the
Which
snowy
one
frog.
the community loves the most.
just
Or
gonna
I
love
mean,
them
all of them.
But honestly, the standard orange frog might still be my favorite.
Corey, and taking us into a
Because it
deep
helps
dive of
contrast
all really
with the other
cool
ones.
swamp things.
Oh,
Yeah,
with like
thank you.
the swamp itself.
Thank you, Corey.
Thank
Of
you,
course.
Corey.
I'm just gonna hop on out of here.
Awesome.
Bye,
So many puns.
Oh, why? Why do people feel the need to use puns?
Awesome update, and I mean,
Like,
I
using them in
really see
conversation,
these
already I'm just
wild
groaning. I'm like,
updates. You get a bit of everything in it.
Yes, and I love.
it's just sort of like a, why would you do that? But when like presenters and presentations and stuff use puns, it's like, I want to shoot myself in the foot.
between these two.
It would be less painful to do that.
Absolutely amazing. Well, we're getting close to the end of the show, and as always, the time has
Oh.
flown by.
My vote.
A lot has happened
My
during
vote.
this show. So let's look
So
back
yeah,
at
the
some of
swamp update
biggest
and
announcements,
the
then
deep dark.
We will reveal the winning mob.
Caves and Cliffs Part 2 coming later. Awesome. Looking forward to the new generation. Look at all that. Yep, Xbox Games Pass is going to have both Java and Bedrock. New tools for creating your own mobs and stuff with Blockbench. Minecraft Dungeon seasonal stuff. That was, I mean, not my cup of tea, but I can imagine a lot of people would be excited about that. That's cool. The Wild update coming next year. That's going to be so cool. Did they give a release date? Shoot. Mangrove Swamp with mud. The new frogs. That's so derpy and cute. Yep, mud, which can be turned into clay or mud bricks. I am Papyrus reincarnate. What do you mean? Did I say something Papyrus-esque? New Skulk blocks, including the Catalyst and Shrieker. The boat with a chest is going to be the biggest quality of life thing ever. I am so happy.
Now it's time to see what mob you chose to add to the game. Hey Jens, do you have the results?
Yes, I have them right here in my chest.
Wow!
Really exciting.
Oh boy, here goes. What's it gonna be?
Here you go.
Thank you so much. That looked really comfortable.
What's it gonna be?
Now it's time to announce the winner.
It is.
Okay, and the winner is the Allay.
It's the Allay! Woo!
Yes, I'm super happy about that.
Yes!
It's a lovely, lovely.
I am.
That is so.
Oh,
so
it's
exciting.
actually.
So
Oh
Agnes,
wow.
When can everyone expect the Allay?
I was gonna
So
say.
the Allay will be included in the Wild update.
It
which
will.
be released
Awesome.
Next year.
Next year.
Okay, we don't have a date or even really a time frame of when next year, but that's gonna be awesome. The biggest question though is where and how will the Allay spawn, and will they be like farmable? Like, will you be able to? Oh, the jokes, as in my reaction to puns. Yes, in that I am very much Papyrus. Kenneth Sands, no time for banter. That was awesome. Well, everybody, I think it's time to call it a day. So thanks for being here, Vessel. I think you were the only one who was here for the whole thing, unless Billy is here and he's just been quiet the whole time. But I appreciate you stopping by. That was a ton of fun. I am really looking forward to this next update. That was awesome. All the stuff in the swamp is great. The new Deep Dark Cities is going to be awesome. Oh, man. I'm really looking forward to it. But yeah, take care, Vessel. And I hope you have a great day. I will see your smiles soon.